Hey guys, and welcome back to Her Revision, the podcast for women who are rewriting the stories that they tell themselves and that the world tells them. And today we're talking about being where your feet are. It is one of my favorite sayings that I've heard over the years. And I think that during this time of my life right now, I feel like this feeling that I feel pops in every now and again, every couple of years. Centered around being present in the moment that I'm in. Being where your feet are means being able to stay in this very moment with this current situation, where you currently are, how life currently is, instead of worrying about the past or the future, the things that you can't control. You can't control the future. You can try, but you can't control it. There's nothing you can do about the past. It's already happened. I think it's so easy for us, especially as women, to want to plan out ahead and be prepared and do all the things so that we can make sure that we are set or that we are as on top of our game as we can be. But I have been known to catastrophize over things that haven't happened yet because I just need everything to be perfect. I need it to go the way that I envision. So when I think and I say to myself to be where my feet are, I'm remembering that God has tomorrow handled. If I'm where my feet are, all I can control is how I am at this very moment. The only thing that I am able to make sure of the outcome is where I am currently. And even then, God still has the final say so. But me focusing on things that have not happened or things that have already happened will do me no good. Being where my feet are keeps me grounded. It reminds me that at the end of the day, I have no say so over what happens. I have the free will to do as I please. But in the grand scheme of things, what God has for me, whether a lesson or not, will happen regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I remember a time when I used to be so gung-ho, even now, so gung-ho over, it gotta go like this. I want my future to be a certain way. I want this achievement. I want to cross this off of my bucket list. I don't want that to happen. I was so gung-ho over things being perfect to me, or not even that it was perfect, but that it at the very least was how I envisioned it. And it was so unrealistic, honestly, for me to even live like that or be like that, because all I think that it did was produce more anxiety, because I was looking forward to everything but where I was, or stuck in everything but where I was. I could never be happy with what I had, and that was my issue. I kept trying to figure out, like, why am I unhappy? I'm working towards my goals to the point where, because you were never satisfied with where you are now, or when you are never satisfied with where you are now, you'll never be able to enjoy when you get to where you want to be. Because I guess to me, the bottom line is this very moment, right? At some point in my life is what I prayed for. So if I'm not where my feet are now and I'm concentrating on the next thing, the next hurdle, the next goal of mine, when that actually happens, I won't even realize it, because I'll be 10 steps ahead again. I'll never be able to focus on the happy that God has given me at this very moment. You got to be where your feet are. I'm someone that naturally has a lot of goals in life and things that I want to do. And I've always told myself, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Like, I know that for a fact. Whatever I put my mind to, I can do. I never realized how much that could be detrimental for me if not handled properly. That thought that anything that I want, I can put my mind to. That is true. And for anybody that has all these goals and all these aspirations and things that they want to do, I'm here to tell you that you can 100%, but you have to be present. Being able to master the art of being present is so difficult. It is a lot. To me, I feel like not being able to be present, in a weird sense, makes it feel like you're always living in the state of lack. Like there's always something missing because you're not able to appreciate the now. Furthermore, the more I started thinking about the way that I couldn't be present at one point in my life, the more I was like, dang, is this like a slap in the face? Is this a slap in the face to God? Like, all that you've done for me, thanks, great. On to the next one. Like, then that's what I kept feeling. Like, if I can't appreciate where I am now because I'm always yearning for the next, what am I saying to God? And then let's look on the flip side. Maybe you're not always like so gung-ho on goals. Maybe you're not a super like, like on to the next type of person. But on the flip side, maybe you're stuck in the past. Maybe you're remembering things that used to be, or things that you had before that you wish you had again, or things that you've accomplished and you want that feeling back and you just don't know how to get there. Maybe you're living in a time that is no longer here. It's the same thing to me. If you focus on what has already happened, if you focus on what didn't happen and you're not appreciative for where you are now, even if where you are now does not look like what you want it to look like right now, you're going to miss your mark. And I say that because there is so much to learn in where I am now. Even if it doesn't look like something's happening, even if it doesn't look like there is growth or opportunity or a lesson, a blessing in the present, in where your feet are, even if your circumstances doesn't look like what you want it to look like, even if your surroundings don't look like what you want them to look like, there is something that is necessary in this moment. I think in a lot of ways we have to learn how to appreciate the journey. The destination is always going to be key. You know what I'm saying? The destination itself will always be a goal. It will always be the grand finale, so to speak. But appreciating the journey, the growth, the blessing, the lesson, it all lies in the journey. It's never the destination. The destination is the reward. But the journey itself is where the skill and the imperfection and the opportunity all lie. That's what grew me. That's what is developing me, the journey. So being where my feet is now is me saying, yes, I may be still yearning or wanting something that hasn't happened yet, but something now is needed for that destination. So that's exciting. What is it in your current situation? Whether you're an assistant, but you want to be a CEO, whether you're in school, but you really can't wait until you get into the career that you've been studying for this whole time. Whether you're a beginning content creator and you're looking at all these influences and all of these things, whatever that looks like, what is it now that is going to prepare you for that? For me, right now, I feel like the things that I'm doing to get my voice out here and heard is what's preparing me for the next destination. I don't know what it'll look like. And it might be you too. Maybe you're not in school and you have a final career destination. Maybe you're just trying to do the best that you can in life and you're trying to figure it out. Maybe the destination is unknown, but you know you want better and you know you want more. This, where you are now, is necessary. Whether that's you expounding on your skills and trying to figure out what makes you great, doing things so that you can be better, be greater, whatever your passion is, expounding on that. I really love speaking. I really love encouraging and having opportunities to remind people that they at any point in time can rewrite their story. This is what I love to do, so this is what I'm going to do about it. And I'm going to keep working on my craft. And the only way that I can get to whatever that grand finale is or whatever God may be giving me is if I focus on where I am now. Me being here, speaking in this setup that I have now is not my ideal end. It's not the final, but it's a part of it. Without this moment, without my humble beginnings, so to speak, because that's why I want to look at it like a humble beginnings. Without this humble beginning, there would be no success story. You have to have that journey. I think a lot of people get confused because they think, oh, well, if I'm being where my feet are, that means I'm being complacent. That means that I'm settling. And no, not at all. I think there is duality in the fact that you can be present in where you are, but also keeping your dreams alive. I think there is value in being able to acknowledge that this is not your forever, but in the meantime, I'm going to make the best out of where I am. Being where my feet are is me planting the seeds for my future. Being where my feet are is me saying goodbye to the past. Being where my feet are is me nurturing the person that I am now so that I can make sure that I am well protected and well taken care of for who I'm going to become. Because if my present self doesn't feel seen by me, so to speak, if my present self is feeling neglected because I'm so focused on what future self may look like, future self won't ever come. She won't get here. I'm not going to get to her because I can't even appreciate the me. Now I'm trying. You're trying. So keep trying, because the more that you try, the more that you stay, the more that you acknowledge this, all of this, and whatever it looks like for you, the more that you find beauty in where you are now, the better that future will look for you. Because if you can water this, imagine what you can do with more. So I leave you with this, friends. Take a deep breath and look around at whatever your surroundings are, whatever you have going on in life, wherever you're at now, and find the beauty in something of your current situation. Find something that you know that you can nurture, because this thing is going to be what catapults you to your future. Find whatever that looks like. I don't know what that may look like for you. For me, I'm going to keep working on my craft because I know it's only going to get better. This is my beginning, y'all. Like this, I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I'm doing this because this is what makes me happy. But I also know if I don't keep at it, future me ain't going to see it. So let's rewrite the narrative that there isn't a lesson to learn in this current moment. Let's rewrite the narrative that everything that's happening in your life now is not necessary for your future. There's something that's going to come out of this. So wake up and find the beauty in now, because this is important, this time. And I don't want you to miss this. I don't want you to miss this moment. So let's get to revising, shall we? I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. Don't forget to like, comment. Please go ahead and rate the show. Leave a review if you want to. Find me on my social medias. My Instagram is jasmine.lashay_. My TikTok is jasminelashey0105. And what else I'm missing? I'll leave all the rest of my socials linked somewhere. I thank you guys for tuning into episode 5. Until next time, friends. Bye.